Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Are we here?
You don't know, you're not.
Yes. Welcome to United Fellowship Chapel. Let's have a few words. Mother, Father God, as we come together here today, we ask for your divine wisdom and your strength to flow through each and every one. We ask for your infinite light of protection to be placed around and through this building, that only the highest and best will come forth in our thoughts, words, and actions. And through those thoughts, words, and action, let it lead to a better understanding of our own selves. So we meet those in our path, we have a much better understanding of them. We give thanks. Well, this is my 43rd Christmas Eve service.
Wow.
And I'm living each one of them. So we're going to start out with the candles of Christmas. The first candle is life. God is life. The poet said, nearer than breath God is, than breath is. Closer than the feet and the hands is through God. For God is only the very life. God is life everywhere. I believe that. Present. Each one of us are in the presence of God all the time. With each breath. Know that this energy is called breath, love. Love and God. And so our next healer, the one who's going to sing with the candle, come forth.
Truth. God is truth, the truth that sets all free. God within us is the truth of our being. As we turn to the spirit of truth within, it will teach us all that we need to know. The truth within guides and directs us in all that we do.
Light, arise and shine, for thy light is. God is light, and there is no darkness at all. If God is all there is, ever present, there can be no darkness in our lives. The light of divine understanding illumines our minds and our hearts, dispelling the darkness of ignorance and fear. We follow the Christ who tells us, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the same light of life.
Good evening. Love. Love is all there is, right? It's everything. So as I say, I'd like you to go inside and say to yourself, after me, okay? God is love.
God is love.
You can do this inside if you like, internally, okay? And who that dwelleth in love, dwelleth in God, and God in them. Love is the power that motivates the world. When we consciously unify with that power, we become one with it. Love casts out all fears, heals, and makes us whole. Love is the doorway through which we walk to the kingdom of God within. Love protects and surrounds us all. Love never fails. Thank you.
Beauty. Beauty and joy walk hand in hand. It is impossible to have one without the other. The poet said, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." The pure in heart see God, the beauty of wholeness everywhere, that they may rejoice forevermore.
Power. God is power. There is no power apart from God. God is our strength and power, the perfect power within us, to which everything is possible. God power is always available to us when we turn to it in trust and let it move through us. All power is given unto me within. The Christ in us is power to do and accomplish all things.
Peace. God is peace. As we learn to experience the love of God, to let the light shine in our darkness, to let God live in us, we are at peace. We do not need to be governed by the appearances of the world. Right within us is a peace that passeth all understanding. God is peace, and that peace is your peace. Peace, I am still.
Okay. We're going to have a mass healing meditation tonight. So sit back and relax. As we become quiet, let us concentrate on our breath. As this breath moves in through the nostrils and into your being, feel the relaxation that is being ignited. Just relax. As this relaxation is moving gently in and around and through you, there is a recognition of love being ignited. This love has a certain color for you, and it's your color. And it is the color of Christmas that is being ignited and moved gently in and around and through you. And as this love of Christmas moves gently in and around and through you, you notice that you are exhaling all negative attentions and conditions are being relieved and released. Recognizing release and relaxation is the healing breath of Christmas that's moving gently in and around and through you. And as this breath moves gently in and around and through you, it starts settling in the feet area, understanding the light that you are of Christmas. As it becomes brighter and brighter, more alive than ever before. As it moves up the ankles and up the legs, feeling all tension, frustration, and nervousness leave. Just relax, recognize, and release. Is the healing breath of Christmas moving gently up the legs, feeling all tension, frustration, and nervousness leave. Just relax, recognize, and release. And as this light of Christmas reaches the hips area, relax the hips. Know that you're free to move forward in the upcoming year with freedom and vitality and vitality. As this Christmas light of healing moves gently to the base of your spine and the small of your back, it starts moving up with strength and confidence and security. And as it moves up the spine, touching the shoulders, knowing that responsibility is being activated and done with the highest realm within each and every one of us. Just relax, recognize, and release. As this light of healing Christmas moves down your arms and reaching towards your hands, feel that feeling between your hands of Christmas light. It is yours. It is you. And as you have this breath between your hands, place it very gently in the lower abdomen area. Life lives here. You are full of life. Life is full of you. Life is full of that Christmas light of love. And as you have this between your hands, place it very gently in the lower abdomen area. And as life becomes more abundant within you, wisdom is now being ignited with each breath as it moves to the stomach area. You are wise in all that you think, say, and do. You are wise. And as this wisdom moves to the heart area, the love center of our being, with each beat of the heart, you're sending love to all parts of your being. And you radiate this love. Wherever you go, see, sense, feel, or touch, this radiance is being ignited and multiplied within you. As this Christmas light moves to the face, to the crown of your head, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, you are this Christmas healing light. Feel it from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. And as you are in this relaxed and healing mode, you find yourself on your path. You notice the grass that leans the path, the trees that the sky, the sun trickles through. And as you move down their path, the Christmas light becomes brighter and brighter. And as you move down the path, there's a clearing in front of you. It's free for you to move into. Know that you're very protected and secure. As you move into the clearing, you are in the light of your Christmas healing color. It is full from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. I'm going to leave you here for a few moments in that light of Christmas love, healing, to be aware that you are in that healing light. As you are aware of your healing Christmas light, you notice that it starts to expand to the one sitting next to you, and behind you and in front of you, until it's touched each and every one. And we become one healing Christmas love. This whole room is one healing Christmas love. And we direct this healing love to the healing box, to all the souls that are making transition in and out of this world, to all the institutes of health, to all the heads of state, that peace is the journey and destination. All those that are affected by the winds, the rains, the snows, and the movement of the earth and the fires, that they are protected and healed. as we become aware of our presence and the clearing that we're in. And as you notice, as you move back towards your path, anything changed, added, or taken away, your mental and physical consciousness becomes aware, remembering all that you've seen, felt, and heard, and feeling very refreshed, alert, and keen. As your mental and physical consciousness becomes aware, remembering all that you've seen, felt, and heard, and feeling very refreshed, alert, and keen. And know that this Christmas love of light is always with you with each breath. And when the mental and physical consciousness is fully aware, open your eyes. Hi. Welcome back. Now we're going to have some words of Christmas by Rev Angie.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That is what my talk's about. It's about Christmas. Historically, all over the world, Christmas is the memorable day Jesus was born. And Christmas also symbolizes divine consciousness. Jesus is the very purification of divinity. During his birth, there was plenty of ignorance, superstition, greed, hatred, and hypocrisy all through the land. The rulers were arrogant and unrighteous. Purity was forgotten. Morality was neglected. Worshipping Mammon was intent and not God. There was no idealism when Jesus was born. In these conditions, it formed a transformation in the lives of people. He gave a new and a spiritual turn to the lives of man. There was a change. People changed and a new era dawned for the world. Divine element begins to express itself in the heart of man. From then onward, light begins to shine. Where darkness was before, ignorance gives place in the beginning of wisdom. Impurity is replaced by purity, and hatred ceases, and love begins to blossom forth. What this brought forth was to choose living and being in God's self, and choosing to love thyself, and in turn to love others. There is a true message that Jesus and God brings from the birth, and that is that we are the divine. When we choose to release our habits, our security blankets of items, needs, thoughts of negativity, thoughts of unsureness, jealousy, insecurity, and fear, we then are able to work through our hearts the transformation spoken when Jesus is born. I was in the mall yesterday searching for this dress to wear, and I knew before I started my search I would find it quickly. I got a message where to go, and I went there, and I found it right away. And I went up to where I was heading up to the register, and there was these people standing in the aisle there, and they were really crowding up the entire space. And you know what that feels like when you're trying to get around and you're just, you don't want to interrupt the process, but yet you need to get around. And so I made a detour. I got right up to it and I was like, no, I'm not going to interrupt. And I made the detour and went into the clothing. And one of the people there, they saw the dress. And she stopped me and she said, wait a minute, wow, she's like, where are you going with that dress? I said, well, I'm going to go pay for it. And she said, no, like, what are you doing? Do you mind me, asking you the question, where are you going? And I said, oh, I'm going to United Fellowship Chapel, and I explained that I was the reverend there and associate pastor, and I was going to be doing the service and all of the above. And she stopped and, wow, she asked where it was, and we had that little conversation. And she paused, and we looked right in each other's eyes, and she said, will you pray for me? And I said, I'm doing it right now. And I said, you could pray for me too? And she said, I will. And we just stood there for just a minute. And then we said Merry Christmas, and we gave each other a big hug. And we moved on. But what I got out of that was so much. I mean, the takeaway from it is that Christmas is 365 days. And that feeling that we got, that was like super special feeling of love, I feel that we can have that each day, and to work on 365 days of experiencing what I just experienced. We are the divine, and we have an opportunity to do that, and not just do it because we have this over amount of love right now. Like, I mean, if I were to ask any of you, do you have joy in your heart today? Do you have love in your heart? Like, do you feel it? Most would say yes, because we have created that for this day, where we could just create it every day and look into those eyes of the people and feel that. It was a complete stranger, but it was so beautiful, that moment. It was like, oh yes, that's what I'm going to be talking about. So 365 days is a number 5 in numerology, and it means change. Of course, most people know that means change. It also has a male and female polarity, and it does a whirlwind of movement. So I guess we can get pretty comfortable with change then, right? So my prayer, I have a prayer for everyone. I'll find it here because I moved off. So my prayer is for each person here and for the rest of the world, that all finds within their Christmas inside, and removes all barriers to heal thyself, and release all the traumas within from all their life and lives, and reneweth over love, as David said, love, and Alexandra, in such a way which can only be described as godly, and be able to find joy in each day with gratitude. Blessings to all. Merry Christmas. Namaste.